Before we jump in to ELA, I want us to finish going over social studies. Why were Lewis and Clark so important to the United States and Louisiana? I would have accepted answers that look like this. Lewis and Clark's expedition was important because, so we restated the question, it opened up trade and settlement throughout the Louisiana Purchase territory. They recorded the first maps in the region. That would also be a correct answer. Or they were the beginning of westward expansion for the United States. If you have something that was similar to this, go ahead and kiss your brain, take your hand, go, and give your brain a scoop. We are getting ready for ELA. Today's text, Today's text described risks that Claude took to learn about the giant squid. When is a time that you took a risk? Did it pay off? Why or why not? This is a turn and talk. Partner A, you are going first. Partner B, you are listening, facing your teammate, and then sharing second. When have you taken a risk? Turn to your partner, so I know everyone has their partner. Turn. Sade, will you come be Aiden's partner? Thank you. Cameron and Hampton. Partner A, go. Stanley's facing his partner. Chloe and Steven, you should be facing each other.
Oh yeah, what you said, talk about?
Aiden facing Sade. Zaya is facing her partner. Hampton facing his partner.
I thought I had to 5 minutes because he was drowning.
Fix your chair.
He was drowning. And
Great job facing your partners and taking turns talking.
I got 3 because I got one of them. 2 in my house. I got 4. I need one more.
One time I had to visit with my cousin. We was in the pool and
C-E-R-O. 0. If you are not in your seat, fix your bodies in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Today we're reading about a time when Clyde took a risk. I have Cameron's eyes. Chloe's sitting and ready to learn all the way. I believe you. Thank you. Sade, all the way. Fix your body. I believe you. Today we're reading about a time when the author took a risk. We're getting ready for our first read today. Take your packet, flip the page, flip. Thank you for making that flop super crispy. Jonathan is turning the page in his text. Mr. Rico is getting a reminder to turn off his voice. Hassan, calmly. Today, Kyron is a check to the seat. Whenever we read nonfiction, we pay attention to the topic and what the author is teaching us about the topic. For our first read today, we are trying to learn more about Clyde's experience with the Humboldt squid. Your directions are to follow along with your finger and eyes as I read pages 26 to 29. What are we thinking about as we're reading? Stanley? How does who? Very good, Rajon. Check, take a seat. We're thinking more about Clyde's experience with the squid. What are we becoming experts on today? What is our topic today? Brandielle?
About the giant squid.
The giant squid, and specifically, we're reading about the Humboldt squid. So go ahead in your topic box, write down Humboldt squid. Camden's writing silently. Jadora's writing silently.
What is it? Humboldt.
The Humboldt squid. As I'm reading aloud, what are you going to be doing with your finger and eyes, Jonathan?
Tracking
The text, correct. We are tracking the text. Take 10 seconds to finish jotting down your topic and open up your book to page 26 in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Armani's ready to read and track with her pencil. Faith is ready to read and track with her pencil. Stephen's book is flat. Brandielle's whole row is looking ready to learn. Ooh, looking good. Put those books flat, folks. Put your finger on that subheading. Let's read the subheading together in 3, 2, 1. Seeking out the giant squid's relatives. Oh, kind of like his family. Let's read more. Touching those words as I read. Scientists study similar animals to learn about the characteristics and behavior of elusive creatures, like the giant squid. They make deductions that may help them zero in on their target. I see Rajan tracking. I see Camden tracking. So if Clyde couldn't swim yet with a giant squid, he would find the next best thing. He went to Mexico's western coast, where the cold waters of the Humboldt Current are the home to another large squid, the Humboldt squid. A Humboldt squid can weigh as much as 100 pounds, that's 45 kilograms, and grow to be more than 8 feet, or 2.4 meters, long. Although not as nearly as large as other big squids, it has a reputation as a vicious killer. Stop there. In your box, we're going to jot 4 times. Here's your first jot question. What is happening in paragraph 1 of page 27? You have 1 minute to jot. Go. Brandielle's pencil's up. She's ready to write. Dasani's ready to write. Armani is jotting. What is happening with Clyde on page 27? Rico, let's fix it. This is a check. Ooh. You have 24 seconds. Take 10 seconds to wrap up that thought. It looks like we need a few more seconds. 10, 9, fast. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down or pencils back on your page. We are tracking. We're picking up where we left off. Yes, Mr. Dor? Oh, I don't want you to share the jot yet. We're going to share it at the end, okay? Okay. Fingers on that second paragraph like Zaya. Please put your books flat. Thank you. Tyrielle. Oh my gosh, Tyrielle is so ready to track. She's trying to write back that start. I'm so sorry, Brandielle, my baby. I'm sorry, girl. Dasani's ready to track. Jonathan is almost there. Put it in that second paragraph. Dominic's ready. At night, Humboldt squid gather by the hundreds, even thousands, near the surface of the Sea of Cortez to hunt for fish, shrimps, and other cephalopods. Fishermen there have a special name for this squid, Diablo Rojo. Gabriel, it's a second track. Red Devil. It's earned its nickname partly because its body flashes deep red when it's caught on a fishing line, and partly because a Humboldt squid fiercely attacks bait and other Humboldt squid, and sometimes even humans. Get ready for your second jot. Your second jot. What is something new that we've learned about Humboldt squid? Don't tell me. Jot it down. Go. Stanley's pencil's moving. Faith's pencil's moving. Dominic is getting the second jot. What is something new we've learned about the Humboldt squid? I know, my love. Let's go, buddy. What is something? Ooh, Ray Jean's pencil's moving like he's on fire. Take about, I need you to finish marking something on my clipboard, so you can go ahead and keep writing. Are you trying to share your jot? I want to share them at the end, okay? Turn the page. Remember, tracking with your fingers and your eyes. Clyde learned firsthand about Humboldt squid attacks when he and a film crew from National Geographic accompanied fishermen one night. Chloe's tracking. Cameron is tracking. Rejana, would you track? The fishermen caught the Humboldt squid on special fishing lures called jigs that allow the captured squid to slip off the line as soon as it's flipped aboard the boat. Tracking. When a large female squid was caught on a jig, Clyde put on his wetsuit and scuba tank and dove underwater. Clyde moved in to get a closer look. He was staring into her open mouth when the squid suddenly nipped Clyde with her fist-sized beak and jetted away. Stop there. Third jot. What happened to Clyde in this paragraph? Go. Latasia's pencil's moving silently. Sade's pencil's moving silently. What happened to Clyde in this paragraph? Chloe's pencil's moving silently. Stanley's pencil's moving silently. Okay, fingers tracking, pencils tracking, last paragraph. Neela's ready to read. I see some teammates fooling with exit tickets. Not exit tickets, but energy tickets. Put them to the side. I need you tracking. Jonathan's ready to read. Faith is ready to read. Let's get there, Jador. Steven's ready to read. After several hours of observing and filming some more Humboldt squid from a much safer distance, Clyde climbed back into the boat, exhausted. He peeled off his wetsuit and discovered blood splurting from a deep wound where the squid had bitten him. He still has the scar on his thigh to remind him he might as well have suffered a worse fate. Watching the Humboldt squid helped Clyde imagine how the giant squid might hunt and capture its food. It also made him wonder what an encounter with a giant squid might be like if it is as fierce as the red devil. Last jot. What does Clyde learn in paragraph 2? Ready? Go. Mari's writing silently. Stanley's writing silently. What does Clyde learn? Just squeeze it in here, bro. We're not going to write here, so you just squeeze it in here at the bottom. I'm not going to do this. Nice work. Those pencils moving. Keep that pencil moving. What does he learn? If you run out of room in your box, we're not writing on the bottom part of the paper, so you can just squeeze it in there. Z-E-R-O. Sade, that is an automatic star. You have lost 3 stars. Take your gist and go finish it next door. You may also write your answer to the author's craft. You may go ahead and throw it away. Cameron, go ahead and throw it away. Sade, I will share this with your father. Oh. I'm recording. Goodbye. Team, we just took down 4 jots about the giant squid. You're going to share your jots with your partner. Partner B, you're going to go first this time. Partner A, you are listening and either agreeing that that's the most important information or disagreeing. Once your partner has finished talking, you can say, I agree because, or you could say, I disagree because. Go ahead, pair up with your partner. Aiden, will you finish your jots and then come join Hassan and Damari? Great. Turn. Partner B is going first. You're sharing your notes. Top.
I agree because the Humboldt squid is good at what it bit him and it hit him with the squid. I thought he will swim with the humble squid. And the next one, and say the humble squid
Disagree. I disagree with it.
Yeah,
Is
you're
the
good.
best thing I could share, but I disagree with you because that squid it could really hurt somebody, and somebody could die because of that squid.
and the next one I
We're back in our seat in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. CERO. Ooh, looking good here in the front row and ready to learn. Armani's nice, ready to learn. Stanley's row is ready to learn.
You could give table points.
I could give table points. I don't have a mark. Oh,
The marker right there. No, that's a Sharpie marker. Sharpie marker. They got a marker right there, Mr. Suda.
Thanks for looking at me. Remind me what row this is.
Purple.
Pink. Armani and orange. Armani is orange.
Says the mom.
Green row. I need you to fix your board. All right, team. Cold call. I'm looking for someone to share us their first job or their very first job. What was the most important thing that we learned? It's a cold call. What's the most important thing that we learned? That's an automatic start. Tyron? Tracking Tyron, thank you. That the Humboldt squid is a killer squid. What was Clyde and his team going to do with that killer squid? Brandielle, build out. Not quite, Brandielle. We're actually not talking about if the giant squid changes colors. Clyde is going diving with the Humboldt squid. Clyde is going
Diving with the humble squid.
Let's put your finger on your second note. What was your second jot for page 27? Cold call. Rayshawn? Oh, no, ma'am. I have a bucket full of pencils right here. I'm sorry. Rayshawn has the floor. Our voices are off. Brandielle, it's a check. Jador, you should be tracking. Thank you. Go ahead, Rayshawn.
The squid has a name.
The Humboldt squid attacks humans and adults. So examples of how the Humboldt squid was aggressive. What about page 28? What happens on page 28? So your third jot. Roll call. Jador.
That Clyde is bit by humble squid.
Clyde got bit by the Humboldt squid. Very good. I couldn't have said it better myself. And last jot. What does Clyde and his team learn from the Humboldt squid? Damari?
Not to mess with a humble squid.
Not to mess with it, but he also gets ideas. What ideas does he get? Zaya? To never encounter that red devil squid. But what ideas about the giant squid does he get? Faith.
Clyde learns how the squid catches.
Yes, how the giant squid eats and hunts. So we learned a little bit more about this risk that Clyde took with the Humboldt squid to go swimming with it. And oh dear. So these are a couple checks I'm giving for teammates who chose to turn their voices on. Fix your bodies. Put your finger on your author's craft. Authors write about their own experiences to show what they know with the world. Is this text an autobiography text? An autobiography is a nonfiction text, Brandielle, that a person writes about his or her own life. Is this text an autobiography? Was this written by the person that's in it? Take 10 seconds to think. I see Sade going back to her text. I see Tyron going back to his text. Is Giant Squid an autobiography? Why or why not? Turn. Partner A, please go first. Toss.
Is it yes or no?
I think it's yes. I think it's no because I think it's no because
Take me a minute to think.
Who's the authors in this text?
oh, the author in this section is by Mary.
Bring it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me.
1, 2,
I have Damari's eyes. I have Cameron's eyes. I have Dasani's eyes. I have Brandielle's eyes. Is this text an autobiography? Why or why not? Roll call!
I'm ready.
Jonathan? Steven, sit up. Okay, I agree with your rationale. I agree that they're writing about this giant squid. Why do you disagree, Armani?
I disagree because
Cameron, check.
the author is teaching us.
Gabriel, check.
The author is teaching us how to.
Who is the author, Armani? Who?
Hi.
And do we read about Clyde in the story?
Yes.
So, class, is this an autobiography?
Yes.
Yes, this is an autobiography. The author is writing about his own experiences to share what he knows about giant squids, about Humboldt squids with the world. To take your packet, flip the page. Actually, you're just going to flip the packet, flip.
Yeah.
Hassan is getting a reminder to turn off his voice. Put your finger on your objective. Hello. Cameron. Repeat after me.
Repeat after you.
Students will be able to
Students will be able to
determine the author's point of view.
the author's point of view.
On your objective box, I want you to underline authors. We're underlining.
Author's
I want you to circle point of view. I want you to circle.
point of view.
Mark up that objective now in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, stop body, 2, and 1. Faith is underlined authors and circled point of view. Remember, the author is someone who writes the text. Someone who writes the text is called what, Tyron?
The author.
Tyron. The point point of view is what a person thinks or feels or believes about a topic. What a person thinks or believes or feels about a topic is called the It's called the point of view. It's called the Jonathan's getting a check to fix his body. Tyron is getting a check to fix his body. Fix it, gentlemen.
It's just a check.
We are getting ready to jump into our read for deeper meaning. I don't need your help. I don't need it. Whenever we do our second read, we are reading to analyze a text at a deeper level. When we reread today, we are reading to think about, fix it. We are reading to think about how the author feels about the humble squid, about how the author
Feels about the humble squid.
Sade, this is a check. Take a seat. You have 2 more, and then it's an office referral. Fix your body all the way. You will show your thinking by jotting down the words the author uses to describe the humble squid on pages 26 to 29. You are working silent and solo with your pencil in your hand and your eyes on your text for the next 5 minutes. What are you thinking about as we read today? Tyron.
Feels about
Who? Keep going.
author feels about the humble squid.
Very good. And what are we jotting down as we're reading today, Jador?
Jot down words the author uses to describe the humble squid.
Show me on your hands what voice level you're on. Hassan is showing me a voice level 0. Faith is showing me a voice level 0. Everyone put up a voice level 0 in 3, 2, and 1. You are working in silent and solo. Go. Jador is going back to her text to find words that describe how the author feels. Brandielle, it's a check. Take a seat. You have 1 more check, and then it's an office referral. Stanley is jotting down how the words that show how the author feels in his graphic organizer. Yeah, it goes into that whole thing. So, kind of like this kind of holds. So looking at this as its mouth, and then this top of their tongue. The words from the text. I want to see words from the text in that box. Pause. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me.
1, 2, hallelujah.
Check, track the board. This is what I'm. This is what I'm looking for in our graphic organizer. Words from the text. You are finding words from the text that describe how the author feels in your graphic organizer. Go. Faith is using words from the text. I don't want you to write this. I want you to write here. Words from the text that describe the humboldt squid. Go.
Illustration.
Yes. What does the author say about the humboldt squid here? What words does he use to describe it? What does she have? That's one example right now. Tyron, that check. That's your last check. You get 1 more, and then it's not the referral. Sorry? Well, I mean, can you? Let's go. that talking about the Humboldt squid or the giant squid?
Stop.
Looking for words about the Humboldt squid. Zaya has an example in her text, from the text about the Humboldt squid. Go. Good. Give me another example. Look at this paragraph. I didn't ask you to do this. I'm asking you to do this. You're looking for examples about the Humboldt squid. How would you describe, how does the author describe the Humboldt squid here? Look at this paragraph. I want you to look in this paragraph. How does the author describe the Humboldt squid in this paragraph? I want you to look here. How does the author describe the Humboldt squid in this paragraph? I want you to look at this paragraph. How does the Humboldt squid describe, how is the author describing it here? I don't need that right now. What? I will sign it at the end of class. I don't want you to tell me, write it down. No, keep going, please. Man, fix your body. I'm not sure why we're humming our song for music. Take a seat, it's a check. Fix my desk. Fix my desk. John, no, you've already gone to the bathroom. One, two, three, all eyes on me. 1, 2,
eyes on you.
I want us all to try one together. We're looking for words the author uses to describe the Humboldt squid. I want everyone to open up their text to page 27. Get there in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put your finger on that first paragraph. We are listening for words that the author uses to describe the Humboldt squid. I see Armani is ready to read together. Chloe is ready to read together. Hassan is ready to read together. Raydon, get there. So if Clyde couldn't yet swim with a giant squid, he would find the next best thing. Do we have just words that describe the Humboldt squid yet?
No.
He went to Mexico's western coast, where the cold waters of the Humboldt Current are home to another large squid, the Humboldt squid. Are we describing the Humboldt squid yet? No. Put your book flat. It's a check. A Humboldt squid can weigh as much as 100 pounds or 45 kilograms and grow to be more than 8 feet or 2.4 meters long. Do we have words that describe the Humboldt squid?
Yes.
We do, do, but does it show us the author's point of view?
No.
No, we don't know how the author feels about the Humboldt squid yet. Rajon, is it check? Although not nearly as large as other big squids, it has a reputation as a vicious killer. Do we have words that describe the Humboldt squid?
Yes.
Does it show us the author's point of view?
Yes. No.
I heard some people say no, and I heard some people say yes. If you said yes, can you raise your hand? Why do you think that this detail shows us the author's point of view? Zaya, tracking Zaya.
I think it shows us that point of view because the author he is telling us that it's like a vicious feeling.
That it's what?
That is a vicious.
So it's showing us a strong feeling about the Humboldt squid. So what word should I write down in my graphic organizer?
Vicious killer.
Vicious killer. Write it down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to do the same thinking in paragraph 2 on this page. It's your star, fix your chair, I talk to you again, it's an office referral. Do the same thinking in this second paragraph, looking for words that describes the Humboldt squid. I see Zaya going to reread that second paragraph on page 27. Chloe is going to reread. Just write it here. Read here, write words that describe it here. I cannot. Reading here, jotting here. Chloe, you got this. Now you need to read here. I found 7 pieces of evidence on just this page. You have 3 minutes to find 2 more pieces of evidence. Go. What do you need? I need 5 pieces of evidence. So I need to see your work here. That's a check. Do your work. It can be a second for that reaction, and the third will be the office referral. Do your work. Keep going. Yes, I'm sitting. Why are you not sitting? It's a check. Where is it? Keep going. 1 more piece of evidence. Absolutely. Tons of space here. Rico, write it here. Yes, you should. That would be a good piece of evidence. Good. Give me 1 more piece of evidence. You can put it down here if you're out of it. Space. I want 1 more from this page down here. Excellent. I still don't see work here. You haven't been working for the past 2 minutes. It's a check. Rajon, you're down to 1 star again.